What the fuck? What the hell was that? I have no words. I have no words for the utter shit show we all just experienced on Monday Night Football. The Eagles lose to the Dallas Cowboys, 41-21. And this game was way over, probably before the first half even ended. It was that bad. It was that much of a blowout. It was how badly this team was playing. How bad Jalen Hurts was, how bad the offensive line was, how bad the defensive line was, how bad the secondary was. I'm not going to say anything about the running backs. They only touched the ball 3 times total. And that's a whole problem in itself. How bad Nick Sirianni and his coaching staff was. My goodness. On a whole different level of bad. Now, going into this week, I wasn't expecting them to beat down on the Dallas Cowboys, even though they were doing all this stuff. Nick Sirianni wearing that t-shirt that said "Beat Dallas," and just everything that, building up into this week against the first matchup against the Cowboys. I wasn't expecting the Eagles to beat them. I wasn't. Even though I had on, my DraftKings pool, I decided to take the Eagles in that That definitely ruined my entire pool because the Eagles were the only team that I got wrong out of my 5 teams. Still, besides that, really didn't expect them to win. I couldn't pass up the odds. I couldn't pass up that. But still, I digress. I didn't expect them to win this game. I didn't. But not to this extent. I expected it to be maybe a 1-2 score game. Eagles have some fight in them. This team had no fight in them the entire damn game. This team looked like they played afraid. They looked like they didn't know what the hell they were doing. The penalties in this game, the penalties. 13 penalties in total. You lose 86 yards. And some of these penalties, my goodness, especially that one on Derek Barnett. The clueless, just false start, offside, whatever the fuck you want to call it. The man is clueless. And I know, going into this week, especially when you don't have Brandon Graham on defense and you're missing Jordan Mailata with his ankle injury, yeah, there was going to be some tough matchups. It especially showed that early on when you don't have Brandon Graham and you have to throw some matches together and you can't stop the run game. It felt like throughout that entire first half, majority also felt like through the second quarter as well, felt like, okay, give the ball to the running back for Dallas. Give the ball to the running back. Run up the middle. Eagles can't stop it. That's what it felt like. And that's what happened. But then when you see the Eagles' first couple of drives, well, not the first couple, I would say the first drive of their game, and then the first drive of the second half. It starts off, okay, you make a nice throw to Dallas Goedert. Gets a big gain. You got something going there. And then you throw an interception. It didn't happen that way on the second half play. It went to a nice play to Dallas Goedert. And then a play where Dallas Goedert should have caught the ball, dropped it. Probably would have had a touchdown if he caught the ball, had a clear route. But then after that ensuing play, you know what results? It results in an interception. So your start to the game and your start to the second half, yeah, both started with interceptions. The second interception went for a pick 6 for Dallas. Man, and just to only have your running backs, Sanders and Gainwell, touch the ball 3 times total. And I think the first touch for Sanders, it had to be, from what I remember, it had to be the start of the second half. It had to be. It could have been the second quarter too, but it just felt like it's so long. And I just can't remember where the specific time where Miles Sanders finally touched the goddamn ball. And you know what happened when the first time he touched it? He got a 24-yard fucking gain. And then we just completely abandoned it the rest of the game. Once again. The run for game for this team has been so non-existent. It's becoming scary. Like, why are we using the run? Why is Miles Sanders not getting any touches halfway through the game? What are we doing? It feels like we're trying to force these big plays. Force Jalen Hurts to do all. And Jalen Hurts had a bad game too. Yes, he had a terrible game. But the entire team as a whole, the coaching staff, offensive line, quarterback, defense, everyone besides the running back and the punter, and yeah, Jake Elliott too, all had a bad game. There's nothing positive you could take out of this entire thing. Nothing. No. Oh, you got the fumble in the end zone from Dak Prescott, Fletcher Cox bringing in. Oh, goody for you. You tied the game early on. But then you can't find anything on offense. It's mind-blowing. It is so mind-blowing how clueless Nick Sirianni was in this game. The man looked lost. Jalen Hurts looked lost. This entire team looked lost. And it shows Jalen Hurts having over 326 yards in total in this game. Well, passing-wise, he went 25 out of 39, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He also got sacked a couple of times. But a lot of that was in garbage time. A lot of that was when you were down by so much. My goodness. I just can't understand. And you have a couple of plays during the game, too. You got Devontae Smith missing a ball that he probably should have caught. And you got these plays where Jalen Hurts is just running all around the field and just throwing a Hail Mary to someone. Well, not literally a Hail Mary, but it feels like that. It's literally just throw the ball and pray. That's what it felt like in one of those plays in the fourth quarter. Let's just toss it up. See if Devontae Smith can catch it. And it's funny, too, the Eagles probably would have lost by another. It probably would have been an extra touchdown if that Dallas play in the beginning of the game was actually reversed and called a touchdown, because even though it's one of those plays where it's so close, the replay angles really can't show you much. It took so long for the refs to decide it. It wasn't going to be called a touchdown. Even though I did think Dak Prescott got in there, they weren't going to reverse it from how long that was taken. But just the fact that... oh my God, this game was so bad. It was so bad. My brain can't describe it. I just can't. I can't think of anything. Just, oh my God. And I just can't wait to see what Nick Sirianni is wearing this week, what shirt he's wearing this week. Is it going to have something to do with the Kansas City Chiefs? I have no idea. The Kansas City Chiefs have lost 2 games in a row. You know, they're coming into Philadelphia with a chip on their shoulder. Do I expect the Eagles to play better? Hopefully. But better than this? I don't know. Because you also lose a couple of players in this game. You lose Fletcher Cox. Even though he got walked off on his own power, I think the team said that he left with cramps. You lose Wallace in this game, too. And you lose Isaac Seumalo. It's... oh, man. And you're down just like on the secondary, too. You're down like so many safeties. And Darius Slay, from what I'm looking at in this entire... Like, there were so many routes during this entire game. The secondary they got eaten up. So many guys left wide open. You got CeeDee Lamb left wide open in the beginning of the game. So many just... oh, man. It's like I can't even process this. I can't. I cannot process this. You got Schultz left wide open so many times, especially late in the game as well. It's just a pathetic performance. So pathetic. And I want to see the actual like play-by-play on the Eagles for so many drives during this game, because that's just like that's just like I can't even describe the word. It's that bad. Like, that's basically what it is. So you got your first play of the game, you get an interception, then you punt on your second drive, you punt again on your third drive, punt on the fourth, punt on the fifth. And then you get an interception, which return for a touchdown, and as your first drive at the start of the second half, punt on the very next drive. Oh, then you get a touchdown. Punt, touchdown. Then you went down on you know what I mean, basically. It was bad. It was just bad. I just can't describe it. I can't. That game, it felt like it went from bad to nightmare to a fucking massacre. That's how bad it was. I don't know. I don't know. I would love to give you a more in-depth detail analytically driving throughout this entire game, but I am just so lost. I am so mind blown on how bad this game was. It's so fucking pathetic. It is. Oh my god. It's so bad. It is. Oh my god, I can't process it. I just can't. Oh my god, and I thought the Phillies were worse than this. Oh, man. I'm just speechless. I'm so speechless throughout this entire game. Man, this game was so bad. Oh my god, I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy watching through. And like, I know, like, going into this season, I didn't expect this Eagles team to be good. I expected it to be a work in progress. It's a young team. They're learning the ropes. It's a young coaching staff. They have to go through the growing pains. But these past two games, like the final stretch, or the final half of the 49ers game, and this entire game, just bad play calling, just forcing way too much shit to happen. Jalen Hurts just literally running all over the place, and when he can't find anyone, he has to throw the ball away or he runs out of bounds. And then the lack of just utilizing your running backs. It's just indescribable. I have said this many times. I am so speechless. And I say this many times in my Phillies recaps too. It's just, my brain is fucking melted watching this. It's so melted to the fact that I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even know. Because that's how bad it was. I am so speechless. I just don't know what to say. It's just bad. And I see that Nick Sirianni is in his press conference right now. I'm assuming he's saying this spieling the same shit as usual. Oh, I gotta be better. I gotta make better play calling. And just, I want to scroll through Twitter and see if there's any interesting quotes that he went through. So we got one right here talking about the penalties. You have 13 penalties, of course, in this game, and now you have 35 on the season, which is the most in the NFL. And I think if you're going through this for an entire season, they're going to average around the most in NFL history. I think the average was 198 they might get to if they continue this pace with how many penalties. So he's, of course, said, oh, we got to get that fixed. That's unacceptable on my part on how many penalties there were in this game. Just, oof, bad. Let's see if there's any more quotes here. I don't think there is. Of course, yeah, the penalty pre-snaps, of course, they're unacceptable. Yeah. It's just, and of course, the Cowboys are doing, even though they deserve to, they destroyed us today. So they got the Beat Dallas shirts, but they posted it as they put like a piece of duct tape on there with like a Sharpie saying "Beat by Dallas." So yeah, that definitely came back to haunt the Eagles. Definitely came back. See if there's any more quotes from Nick Sirianni talking about this game. And yeah, it's one of those things where Nick Sirianni is gonna blame the entire thing on him. And yeah, definitely, he was terrible this game. The play calling was just absolute garbage. It was. I am so speechless. I don't know what to say. This game was a fucking monstrosity. So looking at the upcoming schedule for this Eagles team. You have the Chiefs next week. And I don't even want to look at the rest of the schedule because they lost this badly to the Cowboys. And it's weird, too, because you were still in that game against the 49ers, which is still mind-boggling, in my opinion. To get this blown out by the Cowboys, now you got to play the Chiefs next week. And then that following week, you have to play in Carolina against the Panthers. So what do I expect from this team? I don't know. Hopefully it's a little better. Hopefully it's a little more watchable. This game was just unwatchable. My God, this is embarrassing. Embarrassing. I think it's to the point where I can't yell about it. I'm just so mind blown to that. It's just like, that happened. Yeah. Okay. I think that's a good place, if not, to end this video. So, I know you definitely have many thoughts on this game, many thoughts on this entire performance from this Eagles team. So, leave your comments in the comment section below because I would definitely like to hear them. Well, read them, if you know what I mean. So don't forget to do that. Do not forget to drop a like on this video. Don't forget to check out the Painted Lines, which I'm a part of. Their links are down in the description below. Do not forget to check out the links to BrodesMedia, the Florida Pod merch website, and also Flyers Nitty Gritty. All that stuff is down in the description below. And if the most important thing you can do is hit that subscribe button, I will greatly appreciate that. And I will see you next time. My God.